This is a really famous groove from a really famous song. Brownie points if you know what it is. But how do we play the groove? Eighth notes on the hi-hat, 2 and 4 on the snare drum. Nice and simple. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Beats 1 and 3 are the same, as are beats 2 and 4, but beats 1 and 3 have a bass drum on 1, the and of 1, and the I do suggest you count out loud, even if it feels silly. So let's get that going first. 1 and and while you're playing the I suggest you start lifting with both hands to get the snare drum and hi-hat on beat 2. Just makes things a bit more efficient, a bit more flowy. We like that in drums. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. What are we missing? Well, on beats 2 and 4, we've got bass drums on the E and the Lots of offbeats, which is a lot of footwork. So I suggest you actually just put us instead of trying to fit both, and you'll get this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. It's important to note that any bass drum that falls on an E or an will be in between your hi-hats, and learning how to play bass drums between your hi-hats unlocks almost every song you have ever heard. This groove is great for that because it's quite complicated. There are a lot of bass drums going on, but trying to develop it can take a bit more of a kind of in-depth, comprehensive look. We've made a 28-day coordination bootcamp. If you want to find out more information, just comment Lim over here. But back to the groove. Let's now put the bass drum on the E. So you might want to isolate just beats 2 and 4. 2, E, and So that's hi-hat, snare drum, bass drum, and then hi-hat by itself, another bass drum. 2, E, and Get a little bit quicker, 2, E, and because you're then going to have to get another bass drum when we get to beat 3. 2, E, and 3. 2, E, and 3. And Ooh. Put it together, slow as you need to, and you will get this. 1 and 2 E, 3 and 4 E. You'll know something's going wrong if your hi-hat is not even, like this. If it starts to do a bit of that, slow it way down. That is the only solution, going slower and counting out loud and always knowing where you are.